Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here today. This video that I have for you today is a clean with me after dark edition. On this particular night, we got the kids ready for bed and I was just ready for them to go to bed, so I did not have them help me clean up. Usually they clean up the living room and their room and all of that, but this night they just needed to go to bed, so I was gonna do that myself. So I started off by showing you what my house looked like before I did any type of cleaning, and then I went and started to pick up everything off of the floor.
Make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you.
Like I said before, normally my kids clean up the living room before they go to bed, but I don't know, there's just something so satisfying about cleaning up yourself and organizing everything. I always look forward to putting these little cars in the slots and everything. I don't know what it is. Is anybody else that way? Next, I moved into the kitchen and I started putting the things away that I had hand washed the night before, just to have, you know, a clear counter space. And then I moved on to some of the dishes that were in the sink. I did end up leaving the dishes in the sink on this particular night. Our dishwasher is, I don't know, I think it's probably original to the house. But if I don't open the dishwasher after the cycle runs, the dishes are soaking wet in the morning. And so I completely forgot to do that the night before, and so I was gonna let the dishes dry in the dishwasher overnight on this particular night, and then first thing in the morning I ended up emptying the dishwasher and then loading it back up with that little bit of dishes that you saw. After I did all of that, I just went and wiped down everything in the kitchen, the dining room table included, and here you see that I am wiping down the countertops as well.
My reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling, fighting off a feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be.
Once I finished wiping everything down, I was getting a little hot, so here you see me putting up my hair. That's when you know you're getting some good cleaning done, when you get to the point where you gotta put your hair up. So I was moving on to changing the cat litter. The cat litter really need to be changed, but I'm gonna spare you on those details. So I took that out because nobody wants to see that. And then I gave the floors a good vacuum, and I did the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, and typically I do this every single night. I do vacuum multiple times a day because, you know, I have an 11-month-old that's just walking around and she loves to put stuff in her mouth and, you know, all that good stuff. So usually I vacuum after every single meal, and then I also do a really good, thorough vacuum every single night before I go to bed, just so that way when I wake up, I have a nice, fresh, clean house.
To how I used to be.
After I finished vacuuming our whole like main living areas, I pulled out my steam mop. Oh my gosh, if you don't have a steam mop, you should totally get one. I've only had this steam mop for a couple of months. I was getting to the point where I would put off mopping because I didn't want to pull out the bucket and the mop, and I mean I have the O-Cedar mop, but it's still a process, you know, and so I would put it off, and my daughter started crawling, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really need to get something that will make me excited about mopping because I need to mop very often. That was what I was thinking to myself. So I ended up getting a steam mop, and oh my gosh, I love this thing. It is amazing. It's a Shark steam mop. I forget what the model is, but I'll put it in the description box below if you're interested or in the market for a steam mop. But it's great. I mean, it gets the floors clean and it uses only water. You saw that I put some essential oils on the pad. You're not supposed to put it like with the water because it'll mess up the mop, but I figured you could just put it on the pad, and it smelled so fresh and so clean, and it was just amazing. I don't mop every single night, but I do try to mop at least once or twice a week, depending on how the floors are looking. Sometimes it's a little bit more than that, especially since we're home all day, every day right now. So it just depends on the week and the days and how everything is going. But if I start to see that there's, you know, one or two places that need, I'm like, okay, let me get out my mop and let's do this. Sometimes I'll use the steam mop. Sometimes I'll use my cedar mop, but most of the time I use my steam mop. I love this thing.
Finding real love, gotta know where to look. Time moves fast, and I've grown up. Yeah, I run to you. Used to pit on my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger, what can I do to make you stay a little longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a little longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger.
seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season.
Alright, you guys, that is going to be it for this Clean With Me After Dark edition. This, like I said, this is typically the cleaning routine that I do pretty much every night after my kids go to bed. And so I just thought I would film it and have it for you guys. So if you did like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!
The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I breathe.